my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in beach magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems.
goons, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
$57. 319. So don't say nothing. Say.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
Hey, dude.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Mike 20.
Throwing now is Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
5.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
To throw, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return is Cohen. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Flag. What do that?
49. Double dog. That's the way.
Play action now. Winston. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
He's coming. We got no time.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Easy. 49 to Mike. Watch 49.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get this. 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Hey, orbit. Yeah, let's get a second. 50 seconds. 50 seconds.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
At the 41-yard line.
180. Alert, alert, alert. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
K-19. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm scared.
On 2nd down, it's West, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Around 80. Stop. 56. That's got to be a Hey, Haywood. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, Mike 20. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He gets it to Brown, complete. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was something a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. On 1st down, West, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, exit. Hey, I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Allen. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And it's a Bills touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 30.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Big ass, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check. 36. Where do we go?
Off the play fake, Winston. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, Wahoo! Mike 20.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Move. Middle. Hey, Delta. 50 seconds to Mike.
To the air, Allen. Caught by Jones. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57. Who that? Who that?
Now Allen again. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Allen going to come to the line here, first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a give, right side. It's West. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now West. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Now this is fielded in the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 88 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
I'm on. 57. Mike, 57. I got you. Smooth. 57.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check Mike 57. You remember me?
On third down, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
57. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again, Winston on second and 10. And this one complete to Smith. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Let him go.
Again, it's Winston. That is caught by Cohen. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Jameis again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Off. 49 to my hat. 49. 3 bucks.
To the air again with Winston. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 49. Check 49. Flip.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. The open man is Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Jameis now perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll go option to the short side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had that 1st half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Mike. 53. Mike. Middle. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, high 7.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Allen now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10.
6-man.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike, 53. Hey, box drop. Watch the run.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. No chance.
Allen now looks to throw. And John Brown's got it complete. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Situation, let's go.
On third down, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Back now in Buffalo as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, tight. Hey, Alpha. 20. All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 20.
Throwing now is Allen. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Duke. Hey, Mike 20. It's just me and you. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Check Mike 57.
From the 29, Allen. He completes it to Jones. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run on first down. West. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
50. 57, come on. Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there, first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
To credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset, and they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 8. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this throw caught left side, and he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Third and long for Winston. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Winston on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Forced out to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
57. You ain't got nothing. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the slants. Watch the gun.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
57's the...
Here we go. 56, 56.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down. Oh, go.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, Haywood. 57.
I know he ain't got it. Let's
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to go down again. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.